It's Yu-Gi-Oh time, also known as time to duel. I'm gonna show you a nice little replay I did with the longest turn, one of the longest turns I ever had in this game, and also kind of showcasing the Thunder Dragon deck profile I uploaded just a while ago, just a little bit. And yeah, new season is here. I'm trying to climb my way up. This is a plat 5. I was on plat 5. My opponent is on plat 3. And actually, first and foremost, the man's playing Harpies. And I was like, yeah, you know, Harpies, whatever. Just like, but mad respect to getting to plat 3 playing Harpies. And there's some tech there, which is definitely not to be underestimated. But let's get into the replay. I probably have to pause it a couple of times because there's a bunch of things that's going on. Again, like, also, I preface this video by saying the timer was breathing down my neck, so I really had to think about this. And if I search something wrong, if I do something wrong, you can let me know in the comments, but whatever. The point is, like, he goes turn 1, obviously. Unexpected die. I don't open any hand traps, which is always bad. So he just does this entire thing. I have the dark in my hand. That's another nice tech with Thunder Dragons. I can always bait. I can always make the opponent fear that I have a hand trap, even though it's just Thunder Dragon Dark, which I can just, you know, send to the graveyard at all time. So I always have something activatable, and he's probably thinking like, oh, what is it? Like, well, the man's just doing his thing, so that's fine. Goes into Masquerena, Harpy Channeler, actually. Goes into Simorgh, and I was just like, oh boy, here's the barrier statue. Not yet, though, not yet. Harpy's Hunting Ground, sets a back row, passes. Activate the Dark in his end phase to get another Dark, just, you know, thin through my deck a little bit. In the end phase, he gets a Harpy. Like, honestly, I expected the barrier statue right there, but he didn't do that, so that's fine. Oracle activates and goes to search. And I'm probably gonna pause in a second again. Pops his back row. I was like, okay, what's going on? I'm not super familiar with the deck. I've seen it in Duel Links. It was pretty good in Duel Links. Pops the back row and then gets this. Like, can I see that? Harpies Feather Storm. If you control a winged beast monster until the end of this turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. Any. Graveyard, fields, banish pile. And especially if you control a Harpy monster, you can activate this card from your hand. And I was just like, oh boy, here we go again. Fun fact, I've played against a friend who plays Harpies, and that's honestly, shout outs to Sabo, that's why I was kind of familiar with the matchup. And I was like, okay, well, he has the thing in hand. However, I really want to fire this Allure of Darkness. You might be thinking, oh, why even fire the Allure when you know he has a trap? And he immediately throws it out. Probably knows the matchup, probably knows that I can get a lot of value out of this. So I get my Allure, and here's the point. Here's the point with the Allure. I was just like, okay, he's gonna negate my monster effects, but I want to have the double draws. I want to have the 2 cards. And it turned out perfectly. Why? You'll see in a second. So, obviously, Raw cannot activate it. And at that point, I'm just like, you know what? What else am I supposed to do? Anything in my hand are monster effects, and all of them are negated now. I can't do crap. You know, oh, Chaos Space, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. So I give him another turn, and at this point, the objective is very clear. Survive. Survive the turn. Let's get into it. So he summons, in the end phase, he summons on the Harpy, the Perfumer, and he just combos off. And, you know, I'm just sitting on my hands just thinking like, okay, here we go. I have the Ash, and I keep it. I'm just like, there is nothing on the field right now that's really threatening. And I really have to wait for the opportune moment. And that's a very important thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Patience. Because, you know, he summons a bunch of Harpies, got a bunch of level 4s, and here's the big one. Utopia Double. So if you don't know this combo, I'm not 100% sure how it works again, but double basically gets you double or nothing, and then you go into like, what is it, Utopia, another Utopia, you overlay that, and you can swing twice for like 5k or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, if that happens, I'm dead, I'm brown bread, I'm over, I'm done, I'm finished. So tries to go and does a search for double or nothing. I'm just like, that's my Ash target. I do not want you to have the double or nothing. Because like he might have had some more plays. He still has free hand traps, but free hand cards, and he passes. Well, not passes, goes for battle, does some decent damage, and I'm just like, all right. And here we go. The longest turn in my entire life, but also he goes for the Synchro Harpy. So now, what he has, also in the end phase, I use the Dark to get another Dark, thin my deck out, and get this out of my way. So, now, here's the Barrier Statue, and I'm just like, okay, that's what I was expecting. I gotta be honest, I got extremely lucky with the Allure of Darkness. I gotta admit that, because I exactly drew the 2 cards I needed. The Aloof Pine and the Ash Blossom. But anyway, what does he have on the field? Utopia Double really doesn't do anything. The Barrier Statue prohibits me from special summoning any monsters except wind monsters. So, you know, again, this entire deck is about special summoning up the wazoo, so I can't do anything. And obviously the Harpy Lady bounces something back every time I always like it once per turn. Anyway, bounces something back anytime Spell of Trap is activated. And I'm just like, all right, cool. So this card is basically dead. I could use the Chaos Base, but it doesn't really do anything because I already have to Collapse Serpent at this point. I can search for something, but again, let's actually get into the turn. First and foremost, have to get over the Barrier Statue. There's nothing else I can do with that. Normal summon the Aloof Pine, do not use the effect and just hit over the Barrier Statue, because obviously if I lose the effect, you just like, I can't summon anything, so that doesn't really do anything. Main phase 2, so there's my battle phase. Activate the Thunder Dragon to fill up my graveyard. I needed some lights. Activate the Collapse Serpent. I decided to go for the entire Dragon Link thing. Collapse Serpent. At this point I was thinking, like, do I want to Anaconda? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? But no, I just really, at this point, I just really want to search out more stuff out of my deck. I want to fill up the field. I want to fill up the graveyard as well. So I was thinking about Anaconda Cross Sheep, but I go Cross Sheep because I can still get some bodies on the field to extend even further, and I needed that. Extensions. Chaos Creator. Banish 2. And from the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark, I get another Search. Again, that was another point where I was just thinking, do I get the Fusion? Do I get this? Do I get that? I really want to get Colossus on the field, because my battle phase is already over. My battle phase is done. We're done with that. So I need to build up a field for next turn, where I basically keep him off his place. I don't have any hand traps, so we do the classic combo, just revive any Thunder Dragon, go straight into Colossus, because I have a Thunder Dragon on the field, and I had just activated the Thunder Dragon effect in the hand. That's how you special summon Colossus, just right out of that. I still get the Raw effect, Cross Sheep effect, chain that, so he can't even Ash anything, well, can't Ash the Cross Sheep anyway, and he can't Ash the Raw. Cross Sheep just gets me another body, the Ash Blossom doesn't matter, and with the Raw, I get another body on the field, really just like, that's the point. More bodies on the field, more bodies in the graveyard in a bit, and then one of my favorite cards, I get rid of his Harpy by doing the Underworld Goddess, also negate all his monster effects on the field, which at this point doesn't really matter that much, but hey, it's a big monster, I like it, and I clear the Harpy Lady, so now I can actually try and go for some Chaos Space plays. Also, get another Matrix, activate the effect of the Chaos Creator, pick 3 cards on my Banish pile, special summon 1, get the rest into the deck, and now we fire the Chaos Space, get the Egg out of there, and get a nice little 11 year, mostly for more monsters on the field. I just do the double pop, even though I actually forgot, I gotta be honest, I forgot at this point that he summoned this with IP Masquerena, so it can't be pumped. Even though the effect is negated, you know, the Simorg actually has like pop protection, but since I summoned the Underworld Goddess, all these monsters on the field were already negated, but because of Masquerena, this thing survives. Anyway, moving on. After that, we do the Chaos Space and, you know, get me another card in the hand, and I get the Fusion. We go into, and again, my battle phase is gone, so I'm building up for next turn. 4 monster Apollo USA, so I get a nice little negate. Then do the Fusion, because I get the Titan, and I have 1 pop in his turn. I can, quick effect, send my Dark to the graveyard. Titan will be able to pop anything. He tries to get, I wasn't even sure. At this point, I was just like, does he do another Barrier Statue? It doesn't really matter. Maybe something more to get some advantage, maybe another Harpy to search something. And at that point, I was just like, nope, we're not doing that, because Apollo USA just negates the effect. And what's next? So at this point, I'm just like, I'm feeling pretty good, because like obviously he cannot search anything, he cannot add anything from the deck to the hand because of Colossus. I have the 1 pop, I have still 3 monster effect negates, and also, by the way, we have the good old Underworld Goddess. Once per turn, when your opponent activates the card effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate that. So graveyard negation, I have that. Effect negation, I have that. Pop, I have that, and he can't search. So again, you could say like, oh, why didn't you make an access code to get rid of this or whatever? But like, I really thought like for the next turn that Apollo USA or Appaloosa was doing way more than that. So I stuck with that. He goes in, standby main, and he gets the field spell. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I could have popped the field spell. I was just like, I'm gonna wait. Pops his own field spell, and also like with this card. Well, never mind. I just paused there because I thought the channeler could have searched something. But he's a chat. He admits defeat. Just swings in, kills his own monsters, and goes like, go ahead. He's not a little baby who cries and just scoops. So I respect that. So I just go, you know, I just swing in because I won the game. At this point, we don't overextend like assholes. Like, don't do that. Don't freaking do that, all right? And there it is. The combo potential of this deck is absolutely insane. I know I had a full hand, and I know I gotta thank my lucky stars for actually drawing into Ash Blossom and the Aloof Payne, which absolutely saved my butt right there. But still, this is the power of Thunder Dragon. I just wanted to show you that because, again, this turn just took me a long time to get anything on the field. I was at like 50 seconds or whatever at the end of it, and yeah, I was very happy with that. Again, I gotta really give some respect to this man going with Harpies. And, you know, always variety up in plat is very welcome. And yeah, that was mostly just a showcase to how you play the deck. If you watch my deck profile and you're having trouble with the deck, here's some ideas. Here's how you play it. Here's what you can put on the board. Of course, with a full hand and a little bit of luck. That's part of the game. It's part of the game. Anyway, that's the replay. That's gonna do it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this Yu-Gi-Oh replay, I guess, hit up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, Yu-Gi-Oh replays, I guess, whenever I got a good one, and figure reviews, and whatever the Thunder Dragons want.